Good day, I'm Samantha Allen and this is your JIS News for March 1. Bondholders who are yet to accept the government's national debt exchange offer are still encouraged to submit their documentation. The Finance Ministry announced Friday that while the formal offer had ended, the government would continue to accept late tenders subject to procedures and terms and conditions by the ministry. Non-participants may contact their brokers or the Ministry of Finance directly to assist with late settlements. The national debt exchange, which officially ended on Thursday, yielded an approximate 99% participation rate. Government has expressed its deepest appreciation to bondholders for accepting the offer, which required them to exchange their old bonds for newer ones at a lower interest rate and an extended maturity date. Meanwhile, some elements of a new revenue package announced by the Minister of Finance last month are now in effect. In a presentation to Parliament on February 12, Dr. Peter Phillips announced that effective March 1, a telephone call tax and all fees and taxes paid at the ports would be included as part of the GCT base. He also announced the application of GCT on the face value of prepaid vouchers or airtime. The new taxes are part of a $15.9 billion revenue package that the Finance Minister said was necessary to government's economic reform program.
The revenue measures are being taken to support the achievement of the primary balance target of 7.5% of GDP that has been agreed with the International Monetary Fund and is consistent with the Government of Jamaica's commitment to broadening the tax base and ensuring revenue adequacy.
In the meantime, taxpayers are reminded that they have just 2 weeks to file their income tax returns before the March 15 deadline. Tax Administration Jamaica is encouraging persons to submit their returns before the due date to avoid the usual last-minute rush at tax offices. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, has declared South Camp Road and its environs safe for occupation and movement. ODPEM officers and other emergency and environmental personnel were called to the area Thursday following reports of a chemical odor pervading the vicinity of the central sorting office. All major roads in the area were subsequently closed as dozens of persons had to seek medical care. The Health Ministry says 63 persons sought treatment at the Kingston Public Hospital. Meanwhile, ODPEM's Director General Ronald Jackson told JIS News that a team from the office returned to the site Friday morning. He says there is still no identifiable source for the odor, but investigations continue. Government has endorsed yet another tangible example of the investments that are contributing to building the economy. Speaking at Wednesday's official opening of Mega Mart's newest wholesale club in Mandeville, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller welcomed the added investments its operations will bring.
Mega Mart will be a lifeline for many of our farmers in the nation's breadbasket regions. It is an important purchasing and distribution channel that encourages greater levels of production whilst mitigating against the occasional glut in farm produce.
Since the branch's soft opening in January, at least 300 persons in neighboring communities have been hired. The Mandeville store was constructed using the Build-Own-Lease BOL model, which the Finance Minister had previously said government would be actively pursuing as part of future public-private partnership arrangements. And finally, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the JCF, is set to benefit from the implementation of a new project that's aimed at cutting energy costs in the public sector. As part of the energy efficiency pilot project, conservation strategies will be implemented at selected police stations and departments across the island. Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP Leon Rose says the program is designed to reform energy management in the force.
This initial pilot project will involve about 6 police formations to be retrofitted, and then they will be monitored both by the conservation unit within the police force and the Ministry of Science and Technology.
ACP Rose was speaking Thursday at the first in a series of energy efficiency and conservation workshops for members of the police force. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Samantha Allen. Thanks for watching.